Hi, welcome. So, what is the I'm at a Relationship Health Learning channel going to be all about? Now, have you ever found yourself in a situation with a child or another adult with some behaviour or some mental health issues for which you really felt unprepared? Or have you ever found yourself in a situation where you and other adults involved couldn't agree on the way forward? If so, you're not alone. Now, I'm Dr. Kathy Betwan. I'm a clinical psychologist, an experienced teacher, and a parent. And over the last 20 years, I've worked with individuals and families, as well as with professionals and organisations, using what I describe as a relationship health and an I matter informed approach. Now, in the course of my career, I've worked with people in a very wide variety of roles and situations. But though these situations have been so varied, one of the many things I've seen is that people have been trying to make sense of situations that feel difficult or stuck or overwhelming. And many have been looking for help for a very long time. But one of the things I've also consistently seen is that many people just don't feel well prepared for the common challenges that can happen in any relationship. And this is particularly important when the difficulties are having an real impact on mental health, behaviour, and emotional well-being. So, it's not very easy, is it, feeling stuck, confused, and overwhelmed? But this can happen in any type of relationship. It can happen in adult to child relationship, it can happen in adult to adult relationships. And if there's any history of developmental challenges or the history of trauma, then relationship health challenges and developmental other challenges can get overlap, and things can feel very complicated indeed to understand. Nonetheless, after years of thinking that something was missing, I went back to the research to see what it was saying, and slowly kept these ideas came together into something that I call the IMATA framework. Now, the IMATA framework is a practical integration that makes sense of these many common types of situations that happen in relationships, especially when there's some additional needs. So later on, it was only then that I discovered that the specific term relationship health had never been written about. And for me, it was a real light bulb moment because this term, relationship health, helped me make sense of so much of the research that I'd been reading and of what I'd seen and experienced in my personal and professional roles. So, in this channel, what I want to share with you is that though an understanding of mental health is very, very important, one of the most helpful things that I think you can do in your personal and professional roles is to develop your understanding of how relationships work, especially if you've got situations that are difficult or complex, or especially if you're preparing for a role in which you're likely to encounter some challenging situations, including being a parent of any child, or being a carer, or entering a professional role. So, many of us have come into parenting and professional roles and relationships without being fully prepared. But the good news that I've really seen in my role is that it's never too late to learn. And when you get some clearer understanding, you often find that you can respond more calmly, feel more confident, and start to see positive changes over time because of that greater understanding. So, on this channel, I hope you're going to find ideas, explanations, and practical ways of thinking that will help you make sense of what's going on in a wide variety of challenging situations. And I hope you're going to feel much more equipped to respond. So, if you want to learn more, then there's a few simple ways that you can begin, depending on where you are right now. So, there'll be some more videos in this section on the YouTube channel, or you can go to the website I'm at a training to learn more. Now, if you're completely new to this, there's a page called What is I Matter? And that will explain a little bit more about this whole approach. But if you're ready to begin, you can get started with a simple introduction, or you can jump in with learning the I Matter framework fundamentals, which is what we call level 1, 2. Now, there's no right or wrong place to start, and you can go at your own pace, and let us know if you have questions.